Welcome back to Oblivious Maximus. We're in my house. It's me, Aaron, and
Ben Searle. How are you today, Aaron?
I'm so good. Get a little bit closer on that mic for me, please.
Get a bit closer on the mic.
There we go. We're
New
figuring it out.
No headphones for me.
Yeah, you can't hear anything. I've only got one set of headphones. I'm in a new house. This duck has labelled this the ship in. So
The ship in.
The ship in.
Like,
we have one picture that says the ship in, and we have a lot of people stay here. So we're pitching this as if it were a hotel.
yeah, nice. Okay. That's like a friend of the show, J-Rock. She went to a place called the Nog Inn.
The Nog Inn. But yeah, we're recording this from my house today because you are mid-comedy festival.
Mid-comedy festival. And we didn't want to miss an episode. And
Yeah.
how could we?
How could we?
Our loyal listeners.
Yeah, everyone's dying to hear from us. The
But
hundreds of you.
the hundreds of you that listen, thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
We appreciate it. And halfway through.
Yeah, how's it going?
One more week left. It's going good. I
Yep.
think I finally figured out the show.
Yeah. Midway.
Yeah, well, it took me night one, which was last Tuesday, pretty rough.
Yep.
But I was sort of like, you just have to start doing it. And a very good friend of ours, Dave Atkinson, came on that night, and a couple of other people. And it, like, to be fair, it was like pretty. I felt bad. All the jokes were there, but it just didn't really. The structure is the thing that I was really like struggling with.
Yeah.
And right before I started, I was working on it with another comedian, Prue Blake. She gave me lots of insight and a lot of ideas, and then did the first show. And yeah, Dave came and a couple of other people, and I messaged Dave on. I couldn't remember what his Instagram name was, so I went to Facebook Messenger.
Yeah.
And the last message I'd sent him on Facebook was apologizing for the shit show he came to in 2023 of Hammerhead. And it's like, you got to have some shit ones.
Yep.
And
Dave's seen both of them.
Dave is like, this cunt has made it up that he does comedy. So thank you, Dave, for coming to two absolute dud shows. But you know, you got to be there. So
Yeah. Well, and you've worked out the kinks since. I went on the weekend with a group of our friends, and it was very good.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it. It was a great night on Saturday, having a big crew crew of mates, and and just random people as well.
Yeah.
Like that's the point, and it all shocks me every time.
That other people are there.
Yeah. I changed up the show a fair bit from Thursday onwards. I've like added this whole structure, which I'm very happy with.
Yeah.
Still, you know, we'll keep working on it, but now it's like, all right, now that that's in place, the show is pretty much just one story now. Yeah. Which just makes more sense.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Well, it's a very concise concept. So
Yeah. Yeah. My first show with a concept. Definitely feel that second album kick that people talk about. And you're like,
it's hard.
It's hard. Yeah.
The other reason for fortuitous timing on this, recording this episode as of the day before this goes up, I Exist, my old band, is going to play a show.
Much discussed on the show.
Much discussed. We're playing Cold Day in Brisbane. I've got my phone here so I can talk about it. But the whole thing will be announced by then. But Ingested from the UK, Psycho having an international headliner.
So dope.
Shackles, one great band. Dear friends of the show, Gutless, Alga Mortis. I mean, I'm a dear friend of my show, I Exist. Potion, Jalang, Histamine, Winner's Circle, Putrescent Seepage, Bloodmouth, Migraine, Crossface, who have a new EP, and Brendan, who put on the fest. It's his band, so check that out. Glitter Strip, Tumor, Drudge, and No Harm at the Triffid in Brisbane on the 26th of July. So
Psycho lineup.
By the time this is on the internet, I think tickets will be on sale. So
yeah, great.
I Exist will be a band.
Yeah.
Again. But who knows if we'll do anything new. We might just play shows. But
well, you never like went away, really.
No. And that we were talking with the Speed guys about it. That like I don't think I ever want to like break up a band like that. Like I exist because I'm just friends with all of them anyway. So like, there's no reason to break the band up. We still like playing the songs. People like the songs. So,
well, the band breakup, like, I mean, who's it for?
yeah, who cares?
Like, you know, the one last show thing. Like most bands that do it,
Yeah.
it's never it. Like,
Unless you fucking hate each other or you just have simply no intention of playing that music again.
yeah.
And like I've been in bands that have broken up, but it's just like, yeah, we didn't want to play the songs anymore.
Yeah.
Whereas I exist, there's like no problem with that. Everyone's down to play the songs.
It's more of a distance
Yeah.
life thing.
Yeah, people having kids.
Yeah.
That was
the main thing.
the main driving factor for not doing it.
Yeah. If the band was like crazy big, you'd be like,
Yeah.
we'll deal with the kids.
Yeah. Whereas this is like, no, we're not.
That puts a stop to it.
Yeah, we'll stop doing that.
But I think for a lot of people, this will be sick. Like this is like you
I'm
guys coming
excited.
back. I think when was the last Melbourne show? 2018.
Yeah, 2018.
Which
was the last time we played.
I'm like, it wasn't that long ago. That's fucking ages ago now.
Ages ago. Yeah, it was very wild when we were thinking about it and like getting Paddy back on the tools to like do merch and stuff. You know, funny getting him from, you know, doing Grammy nominated artwork to back on like, put a bong on a shirt, man. Gotta get the weed leaves dusted off. Yeah, so that'll be sick. I exist playing then, and hopefully we'll have some more shows to talk about soon. But
that's big. That's massive. Like,
Yeah.
And Cold Day, is this the third year now?
yeah, and bloody Aaron Osborne yearly event.
Can't stop him from playing.
Every band I'm ever going to be in is going to play Cold Day in Brisbane.
Slow Burn playing next year.
Speaking of Dave Atkinson, get him back. Yeah, but no, it should be fun. So yeah, check that out. Extortion's playing with Iron Lung in Perth. Get tickets to that if you want to. But yeah, got some cool things coming up. We might try and do some more live podcasts soon.
Yeah, we'll figure that out. Yeah, I think maybe Cold Day. We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
I might try and do this show, Punk Music, up there.
Yeah, that'd be sick.
Around the same time. But let's just get through this week first.
Yeah, let's get through this episode in my spare bedroom.
Yeah, that's right. Well, I mean, it's funny to go from doing a magic trick in the studio to just back in the house.
Yeah, I really feel like we've gone backwards in the world of podcasting.
No, this is the home of podcasting.
Yeah, this is how we started.
The spare bedroom.
The spare bedroom.
Because I feel like most podcasts, like Stavros Helkias, like that's just a room in his house.
Yeah,
that it's just a permanent set. Obviously, he's got that.
He's got
money.
He's got a producer too.
Yeah.
Not just this stuff here with me listening and fucking around with it.
Well, as I say, you need like a little fella.
Yeah, you need a little guy.
A little guy to help out. If there's any little guys out there that want to help
They
out.
want to just come around every now and then.
Hitting the ones and twos.
We organised this like 3 hours ago, so we'll give you that much notice for you to come around to my house.
We met that guy at the studio the other week.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe him.
Hey, this is what we need.
If you listen, he said he was going to listen, mate. If you're listening, hit us up.
Come to my house. The other thing too, we got him here. Born Dry.
Oh yeah,
our favorite water.
Our friends
Born Dry. Cy the big dog, has given us a discount code.
Oh yeah.
This is the first ad read, and I have nothing to read, so I'm off the hip. But if you go to borndry.com, I think that's their website. This is how bad
Probably
I am.
on this fucking can.
Look up Born Dry on Google. First step. Go
borndry.com.au.
There you go.
I would have gone with .net.
Go to borndry.com.au. Use the code Maximus10.
Oh,
and you get 10%
it's
off.
like a real podcast.
Yeah, I mean, can you believe it?
Squarespace up next. No, don't use Squarespace until we give you the okay.
Yeah, until then, do not use it.
But yeah, I'm having this sour cherry one. That's nice. That's a new one, I think.
It's new. I got watermelon. I'm going to open it right now. But it is very good. They've been awesome and sending us these, and Cy's a lovely dude, so grab some.
Yeah, Cy's a great guy. Thanks for sending it through.
Anyway, that was the ad read.
That was the ad read.
Yeah, give us some recos for the comedy festival. I mean, this will probably come out there'll be a couple days left.
Well, this will come out on Thursday, and then there's Comedy Fest shows all over the weekend. Some recommendations from me is, of course, my good friend Bronwyn Cuss. Her and I wrote together a lot during the lead up to Comedy Festival. She's a fantastic comic and will be one of the she's going to go places.
Yeah,
Me, I'm not sure.
You apologizing to our friends.
Yeah, apologizing to people personally about the show. No, I'm good. The show's good. Come to the show. Come to punk music. But Brian Cuss is great. She's a fantastic stand-up, so go see her. Jordan Barr, she's fantastic as well. Former guest of the show. She's a great comic. And some shows that I'm hearing a lot of buzz about, apart from those two, David Quirk. People might know David Quirk. He worked at Fast Times for 1 million years, the skate shop. And he's
on the TV show Rosehaven.
Yeah, he's on the
super funny.
Yeah, on the show Rosehaven, and he's just been a great comic for a long time. And if you are an alt, and if you're listening to this, I assume you are, Dave will be the kind of comic that you'll like. I think for me, he was when I first started stand-up, I used to go to a lot of gigs right beforehand, and he was the first person I was like, that's
what I want to do.
That's one of my guys. Big screeching weasel fan, things like that. So Dave, and a sick skater as well.
There you go.
So check out Dave. On the very last night of the festival, John Cruikshank is just doing one show.
Wow.
At Bod Riggy. I think it might be already sold out, but he's one of the best comics in Australia at the moment, so check him out. I'm trying to think who else I've seen. Blake Freeman, who's another great comic. Lives in the US now, in New York, but from here. Super funny comic. Check out his stuff. He's got a great show this year. Has a great gag about being in the States and kind of defending Ray Gun and then getting back to Australia and be like, everyone fucking hates her. It's why didn't anyone tell me?
Quick to defend.
Yeah. So that's super funny. And there's a bunch of shows at Cooper's where my show is. Laura Coleman, who's a good mate of mine, check her out from Sydney, and Eden McGovern, great comic as well. They both have shows, and there's a bunch of Sydney crew at Cooper's, like Billy Darcy and Rowan O'Neill. They're really two funny guys as well. So
sick.
There's so much shit to see. If you're not sure, fucking message me. I'll tell you something to see.
Just DM Searlo directly.
Yeah, DM me directly. And I've made all my tickets $12 for the rest of my run as well. So just when you buy them, just put in Punk 12 together at the, what is that, coupon code?
Yeah, I think it says discount.
Discount code, that'll give you tickets for $12.
Awesome.
So, yeah, thanks to, it's sick being at the Cooper's Inn. It's like an independent venue.
Yeah.
It's so cheap compared to the rest of the festival. I guess, maybe not a lot of people know how the Comedy Fest works, but it's some of the venues are so... I got sent, the info sheet for how much some of the rooms cost, and it's, insane.
Yeah.
Obviously, some of these people are selling out massive rooms every night so they can justify it. But venues like Cooper's make it affordable for comics that don't have management and are independent and stuff to do shows. So
doing it the punk way.
Doing it the punk way. I'm in a shop just down the road from Cooper's. But
it's sushi shop?
Yeah, the sushi shop. That's the start of the show. So, laugh if you do come, laugh at that bit. Yeah, but it's funny being there. I've had a couple of random people come in as well. Three, I want to say they were maybe late 40s, early 50s, these three women that came. And I was in the pub talking to our friend Lewis. Lewis and his partner came. And I was chatting to them and I just get a tap on the shoulder. And this woman goes you didn't tell us which punk bands you like. I was like, all right.
They thought they were coming for recommendations.
Yeah, I guess, which, I have added a bit more of that in, so, fair enough. But I think this was night two, I was actually didn't quite have the structure in there yet, but I was a lot more happy with it.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, yeah, I probably could include a bit more about that. And I was like, what do you like? She's like, I like the meanies. I was like, great. I don't know much about the beanies. And then she's like, do you like Amyl and the Sniffers? I'm like, you've just given me the widest gap of bands. I was like, yeah, they're great. They're
You just
sick.
Googled Australian punk.
Yeah, so I'll include more of that.
Yep.
We can get into the nitty gritty of bands like Grim Fandango and stuff like that. I don't mention it because no one knows any of those bands anymore. Just niche Poison City bands from 2009.
Well, I'm sure that's the first Grim Fandango shout out on a podcast in a while, so that's good to
I
give.
would say it's on any podcast.
Good to give them a run.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. Well, hopefully, I mean, we'll be back in the swing of things a little bit after the next couple of weeks settle down. But otherwise, check out the rest of Ben's shows. Go grab tickets to Cold Day in Brisbane.
Yep.
Go grab tickets to the Iron Lung shows. Extortion, at this point are playing the Perth show, but their other shows will be sick. They helped us out heaps in the States, so if they're in your town, go
that
see
Perth
them.
show looks truly psycho.
Yeah, it'll be bonkers. No Future, Jailed,
Poor.
us.
Get me to Perth.
Skits. Yep.
We love Perth.
Yep. We do love Perth. I gotta get back there. I will for this show, and that'll be like. I mean, obviously, it was bound to happen joining Extortion, but like the best thing about joining Extortion for me, honestly, has been like I get to go to Perth so much more regularly than I used to, which is cool. But yeah, and then otherwise we'll have some more people coming on and chatting about shit soon, I'm sure.
We will.
Yeah. Otherwise, I don't know. Check out the rest of the episodes. We've had some good ones lately, and yeah.
Yeah. Go through the back catalogue.
Yeah.
Sit yourself down. They're all on fucking YouTube.
Oh yeah, we started putting the videos on Spotify.
Oh, the videos are on Spotify since the Speed one.
Yeah.
We're doing Spotify video. I don't know. Have you ever watched a video on Spotify?
No.
I've tried.
I've watched our ones to see that they worked.
Yeah, it's an odd thing, but it's there.
So if you are sitting in a tram listening to this on Spotify, turn your phone sideways.
Have a look.
Have a look. We'll be right there. We might buy some stuff and do more in here. We'll see. Who knows? But otherwise, fucking see you soon.
See you soon. Bye.